Machine Gun Kelly, I could listen to your stuff and be like, oh, he's obviously a talented rapper, but that's not my style. So I like wrote you off in the sense I can't be a fan because that's just not, I'm not a wild dude. Everybody who knows me know I'm calm. I mean, so I'm like, that's not my style. But then when I started studying you as a person and got to know you much later, I'm like, oh, this is that. And now listening to you just now, like, oh, I think things that are memories, like, oh, I'm like, no, you and I are the same type of, literally the same type of person, but was there a moment for you where you were like, oh, this character that I've created, I now need to be just me and MGK? Like,
Absolutely.
did something happen or was it just over time?
Well, one, I got on, like, you know, I envy Glow because she came out with FNF and it just seemed like she was herself already. Like that felt like she's standing on that, right? Like I grew up in front of the cameras very young, 18, 19, 20. Me, Wiz Khalifa, and Soulja Boy, I believe were the first rappers to ever start like YouTube vlogs. Like we were the first ones ever doing that. And you know, you put videos of you up at 18, 19, 20, like you're an idiot.
Of course.
You know, like,
It's gonna be a bunch of dumb shit.
100%. And you know, and then growing up in front of cameras from 20 to all this stuff, I had no parents. I had, you know, my idols are like, I mean, you know.
Of course.
Lil Wayne, Motley Crue, whoever, I don't know, name it. Like these are people that you're like, all right, I gotta be like this. Dude, I'm like a dork. I'm like you know, I'm like a kid who like doesn't know anything. I'm just like a lost boy trying to find something to belong to, you know, like, and music was always that for me. And so you wrote me off at a stage, but then I grew, and then maybe some people found me at that stage, or maybe some people wrote me off then. So there's an album called Hotel Diablo, and it came right after like a very infamous beef I had. It's my most proud album I had, and it did really well as well, but it was written off, like no critics would review it. It was kind of like, people had a bad taste in their mouth, so they're like, nah. But if you listen to my voice is even different. And I learned when I was in studio session with Pharrell, this was recently, but I learned like, you know, your voice reflects like where you are in life. Like my voice on Wild Boy was very constricted.
Yeah.
It was like an affect I had. Now my voice is pure, it sounds like who I am. You know, it's like, it's grounded, it's in itself.
And Pharrell taught you that? He was talking.
I mean, I noticed it when I hear those albums. I listen to Hotel Diablo and I'm like, damn, like I'm a fan of that album. I love that album. And then when Pharrell was saying like, cause I couldn't hit a falsetto. We were trying to do a song. I couldn't hit a falsetto. And you know, he was just like, the more truth you bring into your body, like the less you constrict yourself.
Yes.
I am in an interesting position of now trying to gain people back who I might have lost because you know, MGK it's a very famous name and face, but like ultimately why I got in this game is the respect. I don't want to lose anybody. I want everybody to be like, bro can rap his ass off, he makes great songs.
Yeah, you
exactly.
are, for sure.